Hey everybody, it's Jason Creel. Well, I think this year turned out to be one of my best years in the lawn care business, but also one of the busiest years that I've ever had. And I know for a lot of lawn care business owners, they get really busy, and sometimes you want to have some downtime where you can do some other things. So I want to talk to you just for a minute about things that I do in my downtime. Now, one thing I do is actually create YouTube videos for people in the lawn care business. I wouldn't exactly consider that downtime. It's something I enjoy doing. But from a personal standpoint, I do like to play golf. I play with my granddad. I've been playing with him since I was a kid, and he still beats me even though he's getting older. And I also like to go fishing. We have a family lake house that we get to go to sometimes, and we'll spend time fishing on the lake, and it's something that I can do early in the morning when the kids are still sleeping, and I can get up and go out there and catch some fish and come back before anybody wakes up, so I enjoy that. Also got a family, a wife, and 4 kids that are young and full of energy, so we spend a lot of time doing things with the family. Also enjoy watching sports. So being from Alabama, college football is a big deal down here, so I do support Alabama's football team as well as baseball. I like watching professional baseball. Sometimes in the evenings it's good if we can just get a babysitter and my wife and I can go out to dinner and have some time away from the kids, and that's enjoyable as well. Believe it or not, being a lawn guy, I do like working in the yard. When I'm not working on other people's yards, I like to get out and work on my own lawn. So I do weed control and fertilization for other people, but in my own house, I kind of like playing around with landscaping. I try to be a landscaper at my house, even though I'm not great at it. I like playing around with different flowers, trees, try to grow fruit trees. I planted blueberry bushes, fig trees. I want to get some muscadines and grapevines going. We just got some property at my house, so I want to maybe even get some animals, chickens, something like that. You know, I'm not too much of a farmer, but I want to dabble in it, and those are things that I enjoy. So I'm not one to really sit around and just take a break and do nothing, but you know what, I can take a break from doing lawns and go out and enjoy myself playing golf or going fishing. And I'll enjoy it as my kids get older and I can begin to take them along with me when I do those things, and that'll be a great time. Let me hear from you in the comments. What do you do when you're not working on lawns? If you're not running your lawn care business, what are your hobbies? What do you do to get away? Do you have a schedule where you get away? I mean, me personally, I don't work on Sundays. And a lot of times I can even hopefully get away from my phone, not reply to YouTube comments, do emails, those sort of things. It's a time to step away from those things. My family and I are involved in our local church, and we try to set that day aside to not be working on people's lawns or doing that. And that's one day I can sort of turn off the lawn business and get away. So for the rest of you, let me hear from you. What do you like to do to get away from your lawn business? Or maybe you just work all the time. I don't necessarily recommend that, but I'd love to hear from you and the hobbies that you have when you have some free time. And listen, we need to build free time into our lawn care businesses. You don't need to be working all the time. If you have no downtime, that's bad. Now, you don't want to also just have months off in the winter where you're not making any money either. So we got to figure out how to structure our business where we can have some built-in vacation, but not go on a months-long drought with no income. That's a topic for another day. See ya.